Thank you to DM Dungeon Mastery for pointing out that most of the character creation rules are in the Quickstart. Pick it up for free on TTRPG, link in the description. I noticed that the Quickstart rules in the full released version do character creation order a little bit different. Both work just fine, but I'll be sticking with the version from the rulebook. With that out of the way, let's begin. First, go to this website and download this character sheet. Next, roll 3d6 in order for each one of your stats. For a priest, the three most important stats are Wisdom, Constitution, and Strength. Next, we choose our Ancestry, and we're going to go with a human. The human gives us common and additional language of our choice. We're going to go with Elvish, and then we also get Ambitious. Ambitious gives us an additional talent roll at first level. Next, we're going to go with the priest class. We can use clubs, crossbows, daggers, maces, longswords, staffs, warhammers, all armors, and shields. Now let's roll for our HP. And I forgot to write it down, but we do get an additional language. Let's go with Celestial. Next, we're going to learn the spell Turn Undead, which doesn't count towards the total number of spells we know. And we're going to pick our deity. And because we're going with a typical goody two-shoe priest, we're going to choose Saint Teragnes. Now back to spellcasting. I'm going to write here this +1 to remind me that I get a +1 to the spell checks. This +1 is from our Wisdom modifier. As a priest, we get to choose 2 tier 1 spells of our choice. So we're going to go with Cure Wounds and Shield of Faith. Also, just a heads up, after we go over the 4 core classes, we'll do a breakdown on spellcasting. Now let's roll for our talents. First, we're gonna get a 12. Choosing any of these above talents seems like a great idea, but I really like the idea of upping our Constitution and our Wisdom. It gives us 3 hit points and an additional +1 to our spell checks. Our next talent roll is gonna give us a 9, which gives us another +1 to our spellcasting checks, meaning we have a +3 total. After that, let's roll for our background, and we're gonna get a 19 for the noble. To stay in line with our deity, we're gonna go with the lawful alignment, and our title is going to be Acolyte. While we're here, let's also put that we're level 1 and fill out our class. And with that, we have finished our priest, and now it's time to buy our starting gear. As always, roll 2d6 times 5 for the starting gold. We got a 5, so 25. Time to get spending. First, we're going to put down our holy symbol from our class feature, and we're going to buy some armor for that +1 to our AC. If you have a little bit more gold, I'd recommend buying a shield as well. We're going to be buying the 7 gold crawling kit, which brings us down to 8 gold pieces remaining. After weighing the pros and cons of a club versus a mace, I decided to go with the mace, which deals 1d6 damage. To finish off our kit, we're going to buy a torch and a 10-foot pole. If you're new to OSR gaming, always buy the 10-foot pole. Just a reminder, your gear capacity is your strength or 10, whichever one is more. Lastly, we're going to name him Peter, and this crawler is ready to go against whatever your game master throws at him. Stay tuned for the thief class.